Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, at beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Ugo on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Now 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout the game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some. Let's go.
Hill with a give to Kamara on the option. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Completes it to Perry. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grab it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Hill now to throw. That is caught by Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. You look at this Saints defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Going right side is White. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 16. They stay on the ground with White. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. From the gun, here's Hill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They go play fake, and it's Hill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there. Let's go.
Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Hill. He finds his man, complete. It's Perry. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Hill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing the shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Hill on 3rd and goal. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Perry. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Here's Blake Ruthie now for the Saints field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Phillips now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And a catch right side by Evans. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. First down, here's White. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. A quick hitter complete. It's Palmer. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
A yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Hill. And it's intercepted. They find some open field here. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side here with White. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield off the play fake. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Regular. What's that?
Mayfield down. Touchdown! Chris Godwin as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Flush to his right. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Hill. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Baker changing the play at the line. They're going to run it with their receiver, Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They go with White on the counter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
There he goes left side. A good move. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chase Edmonds, 42 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. This is 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill sliding out of the pocket. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Mayfield. Yeah, that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come through.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces third and long.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Decision to go for it backfires, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 128 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Read option. This is White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Second and 11. Play fake. Mayfield. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 47 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd. This is intercepted. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And quickly they get to the line. 3rd and 2. Hill. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Second and 9.
Let's go now. Rig alert, rig alert. 7 pounds, cowboy 80.
To throw is Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The 50-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the move.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up points.